Hi everybody, welcome back to the Evermore YouTube channel. It's Chris back with my thought stroke rant of the day, and it's all about Bruno. That's right, we're going to talk about Bruno. Our superstar midfielder is in the press, in the media. He's all over the place about a player, well, about a story that's been linked to our player, and we're going to get stuck right into it. As a matter of fact, I won't just express my thought, I'll sing it to you if that makes you feel any better. So Bruno's fucking magic. He wears a magic hat. He could have signed for Jurgen Klopp, but he said, fuck off, you turkey teeth twat. That's what we're talking about. Bruno Guimaraes apparently was subject to a bid during the close of the transfer window from none other than Liverpool for £100 million for our Brazilian superstar midfielder, which was straight away rebuffed by Newcastle United. No was the answer, a firm no to Liverpool, and off they fucked. But it's very interesting to hear that they came in sniffing for Bruno. I wonder whether they were just chancing their arm or whether they've got a sniff that Bruno was available. I don't know. Now, there has been stories coming out on social media today from the transfer guru, that is Fabrizio Romano, saying that apparently very positive talks have taken place in the last 10 days about Bruno's extension. We all know he's getting a new contract offer that's going to bump his wages up, I think, close at that 200 grand mark, which is way above our 120 that we've previously had. So obviously Bruno's going to be on that new contract. I wouldn't be surprised if the likes of Sven Botman and Isak follow suit there, given the fact that they'll probably be the spine of this side for years to come. But with Bruno, we're always going to have speculation around this player. I mean, since he walked in through the door, we've always had speculation about him when he started putting in these stellar performances. People still think, even after Newcastle finished fourth last season, cup final and got into the Champions League, people still think that our club is way below par of a quality of a player like Bruno Guimaraes. Now, I don't think that's the case. I really don't. I think Bruno's a fantastic player. We haven't really seen it a lot in the first 4 games of the season. We've seen bits of it, but whatever's going on with Bruno, I'm hoping that he can get back on track soon and shake that away. Maybe the contract talks are maybe spinning his head in the background. I really hope that his head hasn't been turned by Liverpool, because as me and Mark were talking to each other about this, and Mark rightly said that Newcastle, Champions League football, going places, investing in the side and all that stuff, so they would be a more viable option than Liverpool right now. But we know Liverpool were rebuilding that entire midfield after basically selling it to Saudi Arabia, to be honest with you, with the exception of James Milner. So there's no surprise they bidding for Bruno. They're bidding for every single midfielder. They got knocked back by pretty much every single midfielder as well. If it was Tinder, they would have shut their profile down, I think, and went at a cry wank in the corner. But yeah, so for Bruno's sake, I really hope this new contract deal is done. I think it'd be good for the player. I think it'll be good for the supporters, just to know that this player is committing his future to Newcastle United. I mean, we've seen some brilliant shots, images, videos of Bruno. He looks really settled here. Massive congratulations to him and his partner, who are expecting a second baby as well. So you don't sit down and settle down, have a family like that if you're thinking about up sticks and moving. His dad's like a local celebrity. We see how much he loves the Geordie nation. He loves the fact we sing his song. He loves the Bruno chants, and he just seems to be really settled here. I mean, he's not on form at the minute. We don't know what that is. It could be fatigue, it could be anything. We just don't know. But hopefully he will get back to where he needs to be as a player, because he is a phenomenal footballer, and I really think he will be the spine of this team. I really do. I think for years to come, I think Bruno Guimaraes will be the go-to player. I think he's the market piece that the owners are building the side around. Yes, it looks like it might be a little bit difficult for him and Sandro Tonali at the minute to get on board and figure out how each other play, but it's very much in its infancy, and I think it will click. I think it will get better. There is other players around we can interchange and maybe try to make things work, but I'm pretty sure we will see Bruno come back to the levels that we expect for the player, and signing a new contract would be a great way to do it. And Fabrizio Romano gets very little wrong, so I would be more inclined to believe that. Now, the story was reported, just so you know, for reference, by a Spanish media outlet called, I think it was Diario Reals, I think it was. Diario Reals, I think it was. So, pardon my pronunciation. I'm up to level 7, actually, on Duolingo in Spanish, so muy bien, if you're a Spanish viewer watching. But, yeah, so they reported it, and they said that Liverpool still hold a short-term and long-term interest in the player. But, as Mark said, I don't think that Liverpool would be where this player would go to. I know Liverpool's a massive club and they've got loads of heritage. I know they give us loads of shit in the videos after the post-match, and they're quite a vile fan base actually in many ways, but they are a huge football club with a huge heritage. There's no doubt about that at all. But these kind of players, South American players, their heads are turned and spun really by by the huge big Spanish clubs, the Barças and the Real Madrids. You know, that's the teams that they grow up watching. You know, and you look at Luis Suarez and guys like that before. You know, they go and play for these huge big Spanish clubs. And if any club is going to come in and turn Bruno's head, it will be one of those two, in my opinion. But if we sign him down on this new contract, if they want to come and get him, they're going to have to pay a shite sight more than £100 million, I think, to get that deal done. But let us know in the comments below what you think about this approach by Liverpool. Do you think they were just chancing their arm, or do you think they were sniffed that there might have been an opportunity there? Who knows? But hopefully the fact that the club slammed the door firm in their face and hopefully chip one of Klopp's fucking piano key teeth on the way, that shows that Newcastle had odd interest in selling Bruno, and he's here for the long term. We're going to build the side around him. We're going to see him get back to his best, and he's going to lead Newcastle United into this brave new era of top four football, going for trophies and everything else as well. We love the player. You know, we hope he comes back to the top form that we know he can be at, and fingers crossed after the international break, that's what we're going to see. That's me done, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, consider subscribing. Smash the button, like the video to help the channel grow, and if you're interested, we have got a membership scheme now as well. It's $1.99 a month, and you get early access to videos as well as a few of the goodies that Mark has been cooking up in his little membership lab. So go check it out. Why not come and join us? There's a great community at Evermore. We're getting bigger and bigger by the months. I'll be back with some more Toon content soon when this boring international break is over and we can concentrate on Newcastle United once again. Have a cracking day wherever you are, everyone. See you later. Cheers.